Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Saturday, September 25th, at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 673 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Is it a bluff? Some in Hungary and Poland talk of EU pullout. A sheriff told a Wisconsin teenager to take down a COVID-19 Instagram post. A judge ruled it a First Amendment violation. Dismembered bodies of 3 found in burning Texas dumpster. An indigenous mom says if her 2 daughters' deaths even had half the coverage of Gabby Petito's, maybe they would be solved. Marjorie Taylor Greene's chief of staff announces his resignation. Ex-Theranos lab director recalls Elizabeth Holmes trembling when confronted over junk lab tests. Huawei's Meng Wanzhou flies back to China after deal with U.S. Women who died in Tennessee Kroger shooting identified, gunman was third-party vendor, police say. Female service member reports assault by Afghan refugees at Fort Bliss. Imran Khan paints Pakistan as victim of U.S. ungratefulness. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The search for Brian Laundrie in a swampy Florida nature reserve enters its second week, CNN. Britain expected to ease visa rules as truck driver shortage bites, Reuters UK. We will not boost our way out of this pandemic, CDC director says as 70 million Americans remain unvaccinated, CNN. Germany is the biggest economy in Europe, what if it shifts left, CNN. Actor Michael K. Williams died of accidental drug overdose, coroner confirms, BBC News. Dismembered bodies of 3, including child, found in burning Texas dumpster, NBC News. FBI probes reported assault of female service member by Afghan refugees, New York Post. Gospel singer Kelly Price safe after she was reported missing, her lawyer says, NBC News. Canadians released after Huawei CFO resolves U.S. charges, NBC News. 2021 Ryder Cup results, takeaways, Bryson DeChambeau, Tony Finau thrive as Americans take control on day 1, CBS Sports. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Mary Trump quips that her uncle's lawyers now probably operate out of strip malls. Rudy Giuliani is outraged by reported Fox News decision to ban him. Law expert wonders why a grand jury isn't mulling sedition charges against Steve Bannon. Ferret tests positive for COVID-19 in Florida, USDA. Draco Malfoy actor Tom Felton collapses at Ryder Cup celebrity golf match in Wisconsin. Biden not interested in giving Trump the executive privilege he seeks from January 6 probe. Sarah Jessica Parker on Willie Garson's death, sometimes silence is a statement. Twitter users mock Rep. Lauren Boebert's plan to impeach Biden. U.S. Rep. Karen Bass is running for mayor of Los Angeles, reports. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Man reunites with doctors who saved his life. Girls Incorporated to host free weekend program. World's biggest Reds fan, celebrates 105th day. Man fires shots at armed car thieves. Workers walk out at factory, unsafe conditions. PD, catalytic converter theft suspects arrested. Arrest made in accidental shooting of toddler. Snow leopard cubs make debut at Toledo Zoo. National Guard sending med team to Monroeville. Fatal pedestrian accidents climbing Inca. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. UK's migrant boat dispute has eyes fixed on the channel. Anita Hill has some perspective to offer. Whales so close you can't touch them, a family adventure in Canada. Long hours, low pay, loneliness and a booming industry. Afghans wait in a New Jersey tent city to start a new life. Among those who marched into the Capitol on January 6, an FBI informant. Want a cannot miss productivity tip? Forget about being productive. Robin Hood hits campus, where credit card companies fear to tread. Chris Cuomo sexually harassed me. I hope he'll use his power to make change. In Britain, rising prices and shortages evoke 1970s-style jitters. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Gabby Petito homicide. Utah officers may not have had all information responding to Moab incident, experts say. Chris Cuomo's wild ride, 18 months of rough headlines for CNN star anchor. The Biden effect, GOP starts linking down ballot Democrats to an increasingly unpopular president. NFL odds, why Bucs vs. Rams is the best NFL game to bet on this season. Texas police find 3 dismembered bodies, including child, inside burning dumpster. College football week 4 picks, why Michigan will roll past Rutgers, more. Ohio haunted house actor accidentally stabbed boy, 11, in foot, police say. NBA denies Andrew Wiggins' request for religious exemption to vaccine, won't play Warriors home games. Sarah Sanders upfront about nationalizing Arkansas governor's race, you bet I am. Idaho woman loses baby after coronavirus battle, report. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Saturday, September 25th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. 4th stimulus check, is another relief payment coming? Chargers Chiefs preview, Kansas City shouldn't be in shootouts every week, says CBS Sports' Charles Davis. Sportsline Week 3 NFC East picks, Eagles will keep it close in a division matchup, says Sportsline's Larry Hartstein. Super cute Disney Halloween costumes for kids. The best-selling Sony PlayStation 5 games right now. Gabby Petito funeral will be open to public, family asks for donations to foundation. These stories are about the reparations conversation, CBS Mornings co-host Tony Dockapel on New Jersey housing discrimination. Stupidity and arrogance on my part, former COVID skeptic reflects on near-death battle with virus. She saved their daddy, woman donates kidney to stranger, saving his life. Passenger accused of choking flight attendant, rushing cockpit on JetBlue flight. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Selfish drivers pack their cars with jerry cans and fill tanks to the brim. Police launch probe into deaths at Glasgow Super Hospital. Boy, 12, dies after suffering serious injury at indoor ski slope. Sabina Ness's teacher colleagues are consumed with grief while putting on a brave face. Electric car owners look on smugly as petrol and diesel drivers battle for fuel. After 18 months of loungewear, lingerie is having a moment. Labour's Angela Rayner says Keir Starmer's bid to end one member one vote won't be voted on. Heartbreak as soccer star's condition declines after one-punch attack as UK parents finally arrive. Health hacks, how to get rid of a tickle in your throat and supercharge your brain. Supermarket food distributor goes bust leaving 1,000 workers unemployed amid HGV driver chaos. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Bodies of 9 suspected migrants found in eastern Panama. Witness, Taliban hang dead body in Afghan city's main square. Hong Kong June 4th vigil organizers to disband amid crackdown. Security troops kill 6 separatists in raid in southwest Pakistan. Croatia, dead children found with man who attempted suicide. Radical leader of Pakistan's Red Mosque emboldened by Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. Germany's young Merkel generation tilts toward Greens over climate worries, but will older voters follow? EU tells Russia not to carry out cyber attacks as Germany heads for Sunday election. China frees Canada's 2 Michaels, jailed for more than 1,000 days, after Huawei's men cuts deal with US. A small home was left untouched by the Canary Islands volcano eruption. Social media is calling it a miracle. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Coronavirus Hive News. COVID cases in South Korea top 3,000, Northern Ireland to ease travel rules. It was never about saving Newsom, how Latino voters played a major role in California. Amanda Gorman, I wanted my words to re-sanctify the steps of the Capitol. It's no time to die, but is it time to revoke James Bond's license to kill? Wole Soyinka, this book is my gift to Nigeria. Greta Thunberg, I really see the value of friendship. Apart from the climate, almost nothing else matters. Haitians fleeing an Hotel Rwanda case, human rights this fortnight, in pictures. China clamps down on cartoons in latest morality move. He knows he lost, Georgia Republican braces for Trump rally in Perry. Disenchanted Move members have quit the Black Liberation Group. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Nationalizing her governor run? You bet I am, Huckabee Sanders says. Neo-Nazis are still on Facebook, and they're making money. Massage therapist gets 25 years to life for sex crimes. Oregon School Board ban on anti-racist, LGBT signs draws ire. Feds charge DC cop with murder in police pursuit death. Watch, flames from farm fire shut down California highway. Lead detective, former performer recount Chippendale's murder for hire plot. Female U.S. service member allegedly assaulted by Afghan refugees. Autopsy, actor Michael K. Williams died of drug intoxication. Sexual assault cases spur protests on campuses across U.S. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Germany elections, final rallies before Sunday's knife edge vote. China frees Canadians Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig after Huawei was released. Quad countries vowed to work for freedom in region. German elections 2021, simple guide to vote ending Merkel era. Actor Michael K. Williams died of accidental drug overdose, coroner confirms. Music company buys NFT of side-eyeing Chloe meme. Gambia's Jammeh Pack bombshell, treachery or reconciliation? Sustainable fashion, from the red carpet to our wardrobes. La Palma volcano, visual guide to what happened. Climate change, whisper it cautiously, there's been progress in run-up to COP26. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Climate change, heat waves affect heart health, experts say, here's why that puts people of color at higher risk. Ohio man awaits Haitian migrant friend's arrival. Missing white woman syndrome, indigenous people left to wonder how to qualify for same attention as Gabby Petito. Manhunt for Gabby Petito's Fank, Brian Laundrie, to continue this weekend in Florida wetlands. Women's voices at UN General Assembly growing. Today in history for September 25th. Historians, Border Patrol agents' treatment of Haitian migrants recall slavery-era whippings. Barbados PM dials into issues at UN. 43 unsolved missing cases the FBI needs fresh leads on. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. 8 people hurt in South LA crash involving police, children. 4 people injured in shooting at LA Metro's Willowbrook station. Los Angeles Police Department pares down cost to train and equip officers for protests. Drone photos show massive brush fire destruction. Palo Alto woman charged with arson in farm fire in Shasta County. A champion of COVID-19 vaccines, Newsom fights plan to mandate them for prison guards. California to offer COVID booster shots for teachers, healthcare workers, seniors. LA County escapes post-Labor Day COVID surge, but more vaccinations are needed. PG&E charged with manslaughter in Shasta County fire that killed 4. Arson-linked farm fire swells while Sequoia blaze prompts new evacuations. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Saturday, September 25th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Dolphin slaughter continues in the Faroe Islands as 53 more are butchered days after 1,400 killed. First-time voters in Germany consider life after Merkel. The city council is draining a unique lake system that serves as home for more than 100 types of wild birds including flamingos, in Kazakhstan's capital. For interest of developers, local people and artists are trying to stand up for nature. IMF chief accuses former World Bank president's office of manipulation. The group behind Hong Kong's annual Tiananmen massacre vigil has decided to disband after 32 years following a vote at a special meeting on Saturday. It comes after months of pressure from the authorities and the arrest of the group's leadership. Fossilized footprints in New Mexico's white sands change timeline of humans in North America. 2 Canadians released from prison in China hours after Huawei executive resolves U.S. charges. Canadian Catholic bishops apologize unequivocally for residential schools. Michael Spavor, Michael Kovrig on flight returning to Canada, Trudeau. CBC News. Bizarre legal theory making anti-vaccine movement more extreme, experts warn. Opposition to public health measures vaults Freeman on the land ideology into public eye. Firefighters retreat as La Palma volcanic explosions intensify. Hundreds of thousands take to streets worldwide for uproot the system. Climate strikes. Situation becoming dire at U.S. airbase in Germany housing approximately 2,000 pregnant Afghan refugees. Prince Andrew's lawyers accept he was served with U.S. case papers. Over 300 prominent Iraqis publicly call for full peace with Israel. The next headlines are from Forbes. Is carbon capture another fossil fuel industry con? Bayern Munich, will the financial gap guarantee eternal dominance? The missing Yazidis women and children must be located and rescued. Rampage Grand Slam results, winners, news and notes on September 24, 2021. Evergrande's new energy vehicle unit says it has suspended some payments, warns of difficulties. WWE SmackDown results, winners, news and notes on September 24, 2021. FBI investigating alleged assault of U.S. service member at Afghan refugee camp. Trump's latest lawsuit against New York Times et al., likely to fail bigly. Jeopardy! Has a new $1 million champion in Mathamodio. Thomas Partey return to fitness could be turning point in Arsenal season. The next headlines are from Nature.com. University under pressure to rehire scientist acquitted of hiding China links. Rising tide of floating plastics spurs surge in research. A guide to the Nature Index. Seed-inspired vehicles in the deadly lake, the week in infographics. How cities are collaborating to help safeguard oceans. Closest known relatives of virus behind COVID-19 found in Laos. Pursuit of better batteries underpins China's lead in energy research. New York bids to level the playing field in a metropolis of inequality. On the ice of Nix. Coral conservation strikes a balance. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,733,766,476 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Greater clarity needed on impact of production on environment, Finnish film affair panelists say. Britney Spears was under surveillance with phone bugged by conservators, according to documentary. The tragedy of Macbeth lands fair, not foul, standing ovation for Denzel Washington, Frances McDormand at NIF World Premiere. Paramount staffers reeling due to ongoing studio shakeup, the lack of communication is shocking. Rob Zombie says his Munster Mansion and Mockingbird Lane sets are almost finished. Cinematographer Roger Deakins to receive Visionary Award at 2021 View Conference. Hollywood bidding war, studios and streamer circling George Clooney, Brad Pitt, John Watts film. As CBS and Paramount Plus expand and split this year's Tony Awards, execs and producers explain why. Hollywood celebrities rally behind IAT strike vote. Stephen King's Strawberry Spring podcast enlists Pooh Bear for original song, score. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. A 6-year-old girl died after ride operators reportedly did not secure her seatbelts. PG&E is charged with manslaughter in a California wildfire that killed 4. Limits on toilet paper and cleaning supplies are back at Costco. Canadians are released after a Chinese executive resolves U.S. criminal charges. 84-degree ocean waters will turn Sam into a major hurricane on Saturday. Catalan separatist leader is freed in Italy until a hearing over extradition to Spain. View co-hosts test positive for COVID moments before Harris interview. A former ABC News executive says Chris Cuomo sexually harassed her at a party in 2005. R. Kelly's federal trial is in the hands of the jury. Coronavirus frequently asked questions, is there an app that'll prove I'm vaccinated, or is paper the best? The following headlines are from The Week. 5 cartoons about the Texas border crisis. 6 gorgeous homes in Washington state. The cost of long COVID. It's time for Israel to remove the golden handcuffs. Why Denmark beat COVID and the US didn't. Jeopardy! Champion Matsumoto becomes 3rd player to win more than $1 million. Michael K. Williams died of an accidental drug overdose, medical examiner says. Biden will not use executive privilege to hide Trump's records from January 6 probe. Biden's Border Patrol condemnation skirts larger issue, critics charge. Power company PG&E hit with manslaughter charges over deadly California wildfire. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Trigger warning, time. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Galactic panspermia, how far could life spread naturally in a galaxy like the Milky Way? NASA's InSight experiences its most powerful Marsquake so far, magnitude 4.2, lasting 90 minutes. The future could bring pinpoint deliveries from orbit. Mars was too small to ever be habitable. These are the news headlines for today, Saturday, September 25th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Moon, Aldebaran, Pleiades late night September 25th to 27. Famous comet 67 PCG will be closest until 2214. September deep sky, Cygnus loop and Bose galaxy. Martian supervolcanoes lasted millions of years. Delta Cephei helps measure cosmic distances. The next news is from Politico. Vilsack, mini deals with EU more realistic than full trade pact. Taylor Greene heckles Dems on Capitol steps. January 6 committee seeks testimony from riot defendants who pleaded guilty. China frees Canadians Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor. The number one issue, Trump whips up election falsehoods after flawed Arizona report. Chilling, facial recognition firm Clearview AI hits watchdog groups with subpoenas. Opinion why the fear of Trump may be overblown. Case-by-case basis, White House clarifies position on Trump records and January 6 executive privilege. Officials, all migrants are gone from Texas border camp. Federal contractors must ensure employees are fully vaccinated by December. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Rugby Championship 2021 live, Wallaby seek Pumas scalp after All Blacks snatch win against Springboks. AFL Grand Final 2021 live updates, Bulldogs respond ferociously to early Demons onslaught. Sydney side swimmers poised to plunge. Australia COVID live updates, Victoria Police brace for more anti-vaccine protests over the weekend as COVID-19 cases grow across the nation. I feel like I'm mourning, can friendships broken in the pandemic be repaired? Masks, house visit limits could remain after 80% double vaccinated. Hundreds of police swarm St. Kilda foreshore to contain protesters. Cleary's earned shot at redemption in another decider for Panthers. Charlotte Tilbury's #1 beauty tip. Ewan determined to finish season on a high at World Champs. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Viral TikTok accuses Zillow and competitors of manipulating the housing market. Here's what's really going on. Newswatch, China's crypto ban has almost achieved a meme-like status, but here are the lingering impacts. Market snapshot, U.S. stocks end steady but post gains for week after volatile trading. Crypto, Senator Pat Toomey presses SEC Chair Gensler for crypto clarity. The moneyest, my bank accidentally deposited $10K in my account, I reported it, then moved it to my savings account, have I done enough? Personal Finance Daily, the history and politics behind the evergreen debt crisis, and new home sales turn higher, despite record prices. Bond report, 10-year Treasury yield breaches 1.45% to hit highest level since July amid parade of Fed speakers. Kamala Harris's appearance on The View disrupted after hosts test positive for COVID-19. Crypto, China's crypto ban has almost achieved a meme-like status, but here are the lingering impacts. Washington Watch, here's what's in the bipartisan infrastructure bill that the House aims to pass, and how it's paid for. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Turkish Nobel laureate attends Technofest in Istanbul, Hurriyet Daily News. UOFL ramps up support for industry, startup innovation, Louisville Business First. The UK national AI strategy begins with consultations on copyright, patent, and data protection regime, JD Supra. UK Court of Appeal rules that an AI cannot be the inventor on a patent application, intellectual property, UK, Mondac News alerts. New Nikola Tesla, engineer devises UFO patents for Navy, interesting engineering. E3D announces patent filing plans, all 3DP. Discussing AIA3 and effective filing date provisions, the National Law Review. UK Court of Appeal rejects AI inventor claim, intellectual property, UK, Mondac News alerts. Pre-trial injunction, a choice for IP owners to resist irreparable harms in China, intellectual property, China, Mondac News alerts. Dexcom fights Abbott's bid to invalidate glucose monitors, Law 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. Weekend brief, the Evergrande correction. NASA's moon mission is waiting on a fight over meetings. Watch, NYUB school instructor Allison Taylor on embracing a better model of employee activism. How hard is it to buy Nikes right now? The pitch to switch to eco-friendly toilet paper mainly boils down to color. U.S. airlines are planning to unnecessarily burn 20,000 tons of CO2 per day because of FAA rules. Only one country in Western Europe has a low opinion of Angela Merkel. How to stay motivated at work. Why cash will be obsolete within a decade. More African countries dive into a cashless future with new MTN, Flutterwave deal. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Italy vows to bring entire government to bear to oppose Croatian Prosek trademark. Texas unconstitutional social media censorship bill challenged in court, just as Texas joins the legal fight for Florida's unconstitutional social media bill. Minnesota Department of Public Safety now handing out license insurance carriers in hopes of keeping cops from killing more drivers. The inexorable push for infrastructure moderation. New report on predictive policing shows how new tech is giving us little more than the same old racism. Daily Deal, the Unreal Engine Unity game development for beginners bundle. Fossil fuel companies want governments to pay $18 billion for bringing in laws tackling the climate crisis largely caused by fossil fuel companies. Apple, John Deere investors pressure companies on their backwards repair policies. 3 former U.S. intelligence analysts fined $1.6 million for helping the UAE government spy on dissidents and activists. Sony Pictures, defenders of the creative industry, appears to be using fan art without giving credit. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Christopher Reeve. Kelly Clarkson. Fresno State football. Syracuse football. The Starling. Kelly Price. William Shatner. Laver Cup. Foundation Apple TV. Michael K. Williams. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. I'm honest, she has a lot of power. UFC champ Shevchenko hails Hollywood star Halle Berry for commitment to MMA role. 52% of Germans won't miss Chancellor Angela Merkel, new poll indicates a day before general election. Usyk will fly the flag for Ukraine against Joshua. Politics and religion mean getting full support in return is a different matter. They won't ask questions on point. Biden tells PM Modi not to answer to U.S. press that behaves worse than Indian media. The EU lied, refugees died, Belarus' deadly game treats desperate people as pawns, but the West sees them as something even worse. Sloppy or trolling, Canadian spy agency welcomes release of not spies from China in exchange for Huawei exec's freedom. U.S. firms direct investments in Russia 9 times higher than official figures indicate, survey. FBI probing reported assault of female U.S. soldier by Afghan evacuees at New Mexico refugee camp. German public TV channel apologizes for showing projected election results 2 days before voting begins. Costco to impose buying limits on toilet paper, bottled water amid uptick in Delta-related demand, CFO says. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Immunity as a service, the snake oil salesman and the COVID-0 con. visualizing the world's biggest pharmaceutical companies. Is China using wokeism to erode American democracy? Mysterious stealth boat in Mississippi boatyard linked to Special Forces program. U.S. Air Force official, China might strike from space. Renewables not so reliable as U.S. hydropower plunges 14%. Black Lives Matter NYC leader promises uprising against city's racist vaccine passports. Texas National Guard urges members to volunteer amid border crisis. What's really going on in China? Personal tracking devices moving toward a dangerous new era. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Hong Kong, Tiananmen Vigil group disbands after police probe. Drone expose, the journalism that forced the Pentagon's mea culpa. Pakistan and India trade angry accusations at the UNGA. Rights abuse allegations as displaced Syrians head to Gulf areas. Gaza reconstruction process to start by October. Texas border camp emptied as U.S. continues to deport Haitians. Is Russia to blame for Europe's gas shortages? UFC's John Jones arrested for domestic violence, vehicle damage. Iceland votes amid splintered political landscape. Abbas gives Israel 1 year to leave Palestinian territory. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Vetting failure, male Afghan refugees allegedly assault female soldier at FT Bliss, triggering FBI probe. Pramila Jayapal, $3.5 trillion bill will not cost taxpayers anything because of tax hikes on corporations, wealthy. McCaskill, Senate Republicans privately embarrassed by Trump's big lie he won 2020. Rudy Giuliani, I don't know why Fox News banned me, they haven't given me a reason. New Yorker's Glasser labels Biden presidency a jumble of aspirations. St. Louis paper, Bull Connor would be proud of police officers in viral K9 biting video. Iran vows to eliminate Zionism at UN anti-racism conference. Costco limits purchases of toilet paper, paper towels, and bottled water amid inflation, supply chain issues. Florida janitor sentenced to 60 years for videotaping students in high school bathroom. Report, Brian Laundrie's parents shadowed by undercover agents on way to meet attorney. The next headlines are from UPI News. Cayman Islands snorkeler follows squid to man's lost wedding ring. Look, Oregon dog's 12-inch ears earn Guinness World Record. Look, Ohio farmer's pumpkin breaks state record at 2,195 pounds. Man wins $1 lottery jackpot months after collecting $100,000 prize. Watch, pet detective reunites Florida woman with dog missing for 59 days. Watch, strong man pulls 33,400-pound bus in New York for Guinness record. Wallaby escapes Scottish petting zoo, visits nearby pub. Watch, escape bull captured after 2 months on the loose in Long Island. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Alabama begins removing racist language from its constitution. Take a moment to appreciate nature's diversity with fun facts about the leafy sea dragon. Autism therapy aimed at infants may reduce likelihood of the later diagnosis. Supernova that stunned stargazers in the year 1181 has finally been found, and it's a zombie star. Fossil found by kids in New Zealand turns out to be from 27-million-year-old giant penguin. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Saturday, September 25th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Paralympian jailed for gluing himself to a plane. TV reporter interviews man about NBA team, doesn't realize he's Jordan Clarkson. The self-described great-grandson of Three Stooges star Mo Howard faked email chains in the lawsuit in order to fabricate sexual abuse claims against Hollywood elites. Also, he has a super stupid-looking shirt. Hurricane forecasters aren't tweeting about your personal life, they swear. Costco placing purchase limits on toilet paper, other products due to COVID-related demand. Sham audit backfires on Arizona GOP, Biden won by a wider margin. Pokemon Oreo cookie Mew being scalped for thousands of dollars. It's a boy, top cop delivers baby in car park after hearing mother's screams. Grizzly bear found dead in Canada was killed by a goat. The smart toilet era is here. Are you ready to share your anal print with big tech? The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Boston Dynamics spot robot will boldly go where humans shouldn't and make work safer. Leak, Apple's new MacBook Pros may get taller, sharper displays. Why crypto regulation is a double-edged sword. TikTok's algorithm is helping psychics exploit Gabby Petito's death. Unagi packs pothole dodging smarts into its hot new escooter. If you're ready to get flying for the first time, this quadcopter drone might just be the perfect pick. Become a Google Ad Master with this marketing growth hack training package. Bitcoin dives after China declares all crypto transactions illegal. Common sense is a huge blind spot for AI developers. Dear venture capitalists, you can help save the world by investing in carbon-neutral startups. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Researchers develop new method for detecting superfluid motion. When it comes to communication skills, maybe we're born with it. 3D nanoinks push industry boundaries. The origin and legacy of the Etruscans. In a gene tied to growth, scientists see glimmers of human history, guiding microbes along their path. Insights from our genome and epigenome will help prevent, diagnose and treat cancer. Gamma rays and neutrinos from mellow supermassive black holes. New cause of inherited heart condition discovered. Tiny lasers acting together as one, topological vertical cavity laser arrays. The next headlines are from Information Week. When to pull the plug on a failing IT project. 3 ways to do AI ops right in cloud-native environments. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Saturday, September 25th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA TV to air U.S. cargo ship departure from space station. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Corner Canyon inches closer to state record in consecutive wins with victory over Skyridge. Utah Jazz's Jordan Clarkson becomes a viral sensation for interview gone wrong. Utah National Guard soldier drowns in training exercise. Tony Finau's 6 birdies help USA put Europe in big hole at Ryder Cup. Utah woman pleads guilty in crash that killed Michigan State trooper. Utah Marine killed in Kabul airport attack laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. Lieutenant Governor Henderson, Utah leaders urged by Westwater community for access to water and electricity, again. Utah Governor Spencer Cox, Salt Lake County argue judge should reject COVID-19 school mask lawsuit. Utah faces a grim viral winter with flu in addition to COVID-19. ESPN's Holly Rowe joins Utah Jazz broadcast team. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Engineer devises UFO patents for U.S. Navy. Doctor Who showrunner Russell T. Davies to return for next season. Old coal plant is now mining Bitcoin for a utility company. Chinese scientists synthesized starch from carbon dioxide. Microsoft rushes to register auto-discover domains leaking credentials. Are you ready to share your anal print with big tech? Facebook will open its fiber networks to expand broadband access in rural Virginia. Google seeks search deals for TikTok and Instagram videos. Huawei CFO Meng wants how to be released after agreement with US in wire fraud case. ExpressVPN employees complain about ex-spy's top role at company. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Card sweep DH from Cubs, tie franchise record with 14th consecutive win. Hillsborough High School honors POW, MIA in special ceremony Friday night. Family of hit-and-run victim pleads for answers. AG's lawsuit to block mask mandates in Missouri schools in front of Judge Tuesday. Parkway School District officials identify Central student who wrote racist graffiti. St. Louis woman charged with murder after allegedly stabbing man to death. Dogs left with mouthful of quills after rare encounter with Missouri porcupine. Stay at Missouri's Little Talladega Airbnb, racetrack on site. Body shamers target 105.7's Luke's on Shinedown photo, she calls them clowns. Cardinals postseason tickets go on sale next Tuesday. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. At least 6 units destroyed, 2 injured in El Cajon fire, multiple cats rescued. Newsom signs series of bills to support migrant communities in California. Apple user soon can add COVID vaccine card to wallet. Man convicted of second-degree murder for shooting former boss. GOP review finds no proof Arizona election was stolen from Trump. Man accused of tying up, beating girlfriend and acquaintance jailed in Texas. Memorial service honors World War II vet Lieutenant George E. Key, descendant of Star-Spangled Banner poet. Mayor Todd Gloria reflects on Hispanic heritage, being a role model for children. See your best photos from Friday's thunderstorm in San Diego. Thunderstorm watch, rain, hail and some flooding come to San Diego. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Is animated hero Ultraman too violent for kids in China? Chinese investors pile into metaverse, despite official warnings. 1 second, Zhang Yimou's love letter to cinema. Ahead of chair election, a critical moment for Taiwan's KMT. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Saturday, September 25, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Large in-person conference returns to San Mateo. Demonstrators take SF streets to rally against treatment of Haitian migrants. Students march in San Francisco to demand action on climate change. Protest against vaccine mandates held in Walnut Creek. Majority of San Franciscans show support for slow street program, SFMTA stats show. Multiple coyote sightings puts quiet Danville neighborhood on edge. Santa Clara County begins administering COVID-19 boosters. Sinkhole in Alamo caused from busted pipe, sheriff. Apple users can soon add COVID vaccine card to wallet. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. The latest, roadside bomb hits Taliban car, at least 1 hurt. Leaders at UN to face global concern over regional conflicts. Huawei executive returning as China releases Canadians. Cole, Stanton lead Yankees past Red Sox 8-3, cut lead to 1. Cards match record with 14th straight win, rip Cubs 12-4. IDPH downgrades Advocate Sherman Hospital's trauma center designation amid anesthesiologist shortage. Geneva, St. Charles school workers denied temporary restraining order in COVID-19 vaccine testing case. Grays Lake to purchase, preserve green space near downtown to avoid further flood damage. Pritzker okays legislative maps despite criticism from Republicans, minority voter groups. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Seattle mayoral candidate Lorena Gonzalez reveals plan to address homelessness. Kirkland Oktoberfest, Italian festival and more fun things to do this weekend in Seattle. With 3 new Link Light Rail stations opening, bus service changes are on the way in Seattle. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone San 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Teresa 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone 321, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mindel 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.8 m, depth 10 km, in south of Africa September 25, 2021, 5:21 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Saturday, September 25th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. That fall feeling is fleeting, humidity and rain return next week. Suspect accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend threatened to kill her once before, records show. 2 View hosts pulled from set on live TV following COVID test results, delaying VP Harris interview. Questions linger after state announces audit of 2020 election results in 4 Texas counties. Woman's body found with gunshot wound to the head in Northeast Houston ditch, HPD said. Man charged after his dog allegedly attacked woman and her dog in Harris County. Grandfather stops suspects from stealing Amazon delivery van, HPD video shows. Suspects wanted after deadly double shooting at North Harris County apartment complex. What to watch this October, on the red carpet previews new shows, Halloween programming. Jeopardy! Contestant Matt Amodio passes $1 million in winnings. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Icelanders vote in volatile election with climate in mind. South Africa's vaccine train takes doses to poor areas. UK's visa change to ease trucker drought amid run on gas. Marriage for all, Swiss voters to decide same-sex marriage. Refugees in fear as sentiment turns against them in Turkey. German election to set direction after 16 years under Merkel. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Interview, the Star Trek fandom lives long and prospers at Ticonderoga. City grants vaccine mandate exemptions for hundreds of public school employees. Extra, Elon Musk and Grimes are semi-separated, will they be A-OK? Following deadly flooding from Ida, Eric Adams proposes warning system for storms. Inside the Great Jones Distilling Company, Manhattan's only active whiskey-making operation. Horse, on first day of pulling a carriage, injured after colliding with car in Midtown. This week's Ask the Mayor with Brian Lehrer, from tenant protection to the Rikers crisis. Costly broker fees, scourge of NYC renters, return with a vengeance. Photos, the blockbuster Jasper Johns exhibition opens at the Whitney. As calls for intervention escalate, de Blasio says he will visit Rikers for first time since 2017. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. At UN, Pakistan Prime Minister urges bold steps to prevent humanitarian crisis Afghanistan. Replacing monopolies with impact rewards. South Sudan determined to never go back to war. Alarm bells are ringing over conflict, COVID and climate, now we must respond, Ireland tells UN Assembly. Save as many lives as possible, and leave no one's health behind, Japan's message to the world. Building Back Better, Jordan's road to green economic recovery. At UN, Hungary urges vaccine access for all, warns of migration spike if inequity persists. Syria, 10 years of war has left at least 350,000 dead. New government will earn confidence of Lebanese people and international community, President tells UN. Afghanistan, girls' education must be a given, urges Deputy UN Chief. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Wuhan scientists plan to create chimeric viruses, genetically enhanced to infect humans more easily, and requested $14 million from DARPA. China declares all virtual currency transactions illegal. Florida's new Surgeon General, Dr. Joseph Ladapo, has signed Great Barrington Declaration. Central Intelligence Agency removes Vienna boss over Havana syndrome outbreak. A vaccine mandate hides an ID mandate. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Autopsy, actor Michael K. Williams died of drug intoxication. What is a false premise? Yes, Lauren Boebert called for Biden's impeachment with a slogan "Impeach Biden." Were gorillas at Bronx Zoo filmed engaging in a sex act? Draft of Arizona GOP's vote review finds wider Biden win. Did Purdue researchers invent the widest shade of white paint? Recall, Bobby pulls 3.3M newborn loungers after 8 infant deaths. PG&E charged in California wildfire last year that killed 4. Official says only 225 migrants remain in Texas border town. Do trillionaires exist? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Ads distort how much Biden's tax plans could cost her family. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Frederick Douglass is still the point man on voting rights. Congress questions FBI's tight-lipped ransomware tactics. My trip along the most mysterious river on Earth. How tennis star Emma Raducanu stole the fashion world's heart. The messy money drama behind Steve Bannon's propaganda machine. Richard Spencer loves white people who make stuff. His family takes handouts. The complicated legacy of Norm Macdonald. Controlling Britney Spears reveals the pop star and Free Britney supporters were spied on relentlessly. Don't worry, the celebrities are ending the pandemic. It's time to stop calling Susan Collins pro-choice. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Cops swarm and arrest man who allegedly fired BB gun in Bronx. Yankees Gleyber Torres a different player since position switch. Eli Manning to be flanked by Chris Nee, O-lineman for giant occasion. 2 Canadians freed from China after deal reached with Huawei exec in swap deal. Yankees Garrett Cole bounces back with big-time outing versus Red Sox. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. How would humans decompose on Mars? I, the sky this week, I, stay in the solar system. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. CDC chief expands COVID booster shot recommendation. Fauci says dark winter can be avoided if more are vaccinated. Biden pledges to double U.S. spending on global climate fight. CDC panel recommends Pfizer boosters for seniors and high-risk people. Humans may have been in the Americas much earlier than once thought. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. D.C. cop charged with murder in 2020 chase that killed Karen Hilton. See a massive C-17 delicately fly through Aussie city center. Biden hosts Quad Nation Summit aimed at checking China in Indian and Pacific regions. Beam me up, Jeff. William Shatner going to space in Bezos' Blue Origin report. Biden vows to get Pfizer's COVID booster shot after CDC gives green light to 60 million Americans. De Blasio says he'll tour New York City's troubled Rikers Island the next week after pressure from Eric Adams. Capitol Attack Commission slaps subpoenas on top Trump aides. New head of Time's Up pledges openness after Cuomo scandal. Avalanche of failure, physician residents detail horrible conditions at NYC public hospitals, plead for help. Impeach Biden demands gun-toting, spelling challenged Rep. Lauren Boebert. The following headlines are from military.com. Army identifies Green Beret who died during dive training in reservoir. Department of Defense civilians on notice for mandatory vaccine deadline as Pentagon weighs enforcement. U.S. military eyes prototype mobile nuclear reactor in Idaho. Department of Defense Inspector General launches investigation into Kabul drone strike that killed 10 civilians. Last of 17 retired B-1s sent to Boneyard as Air Force preps for B-21s. South Korea, U.S. repatriate war casualties 70 years later. When is space aid coming back for veterans and military families? Army's top general for public affairs suspended, investigated for toxic leadership. Subsnub just one symptom of long-time French unease with U.S. Lilly, U.S. should explore more military talks with Russia. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Arlington International Racecourse, history of one of the world's most beautiful racetracks. Man wounded in shooting on CTA bus in Irving Park. State yanks Sherman Hospital's level II trauma standing in wake of anesthesiologist shortage at the Elgin facility. Childhood COVID-19 cases fall for second week, as experts say student quarantines, testing are curbing virus spread. Investigation of Joliet policing won't focus on Eric Lurie's death, but could be a powerful thing to spark change, AG's office says at town hall. Employees at El Milagro Tortilla Factory hold walkout, demand improved pay and working conditions. 4 guns stolen in Wisconsin have been linked to dozens of shootings here. Authorities say it's an example of how illegal guns end up on the streets of Chicago. Chicago physicians criticize FDA, CDC decision on Pfizer COVID-19 booster. Shots should be available to general public, they say. Lansing teen charged in threats against CPS schools. No fans will be allowed at Simeon Phillips football game Saturday for safety reasons. Jury at R. Kelly's federal racketeering trial in New York begins deliberating, will resume next week. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Zoo Miami, orangutan dies following dental surgery. Flight scrapped as new volcanic eruptions hit Canaries. Guatemala's Fuego volcano quiets after eruption. More than 3,000 shark fins confiscated in Colombia. Researchers develop new method for detecting superfluid motion. Spanish volcano still packs a punch 5 days after eruption. Quasi-particles with tunable interactions. World premiere for virtual laser lab Femto Pro. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Saturday, September 25th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Statisticians reveal the number of serial killers that were never caught during the 20th century. Climate versus weather, what's the difference? Why are so many of us afraid of our thoughts? Delta 8 THC near me, where to buy the best D8 products online. The butterfly effect, how humans made the Xerxes blue go extinct. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Russian Grand Prix third practice cancelled amid heavy rain. Marriage for all, Swiss voters to decide same-sex marriage. Then the killing started, witnesses accused Tigray fighters. Leading off, Cardinals seek franchise best 15th straight win. Yanks opening 6-2 lead at Ryder Cup could have been bigger. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Bridge, September 25, 2021. Word Game, September 25, 2021. Horoscope September 25, 2021, Catherine Zeta-Jones, dedication will lead to success. Ask Amy, my girlfriend is throwing a fit about a cruise I'm paying for. Harriet Cole, I don't think my friend knows his dad is dying. Miss Manners, my fiancé thinks they deserve to be cut from the wedding. Dear Abby, a woman called me love, and my husband got upset. High school football, number 14 Monte Vista outlasts number 12 El Cerrito in defensive duel. High school football, Foothill beats Amador on Nick Walsh fourth down touchdown pass. High school football, Friday scores, Saturday schedule. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Alleged assault of female Fort Bliss service member by Afghan evacuees prompts FBI investigation. 2-month-old migrant dies in mother's arms after journey across border. Democrats, GOP barrel toward a government shutdown. Arizona audit finds election security concerns, Biden win. White evangelicals lag in COVID-19 vaccine uptake, survey finds. U.S. Census sees birth rates rebounding from COVID. Jen Psaki sticks to Russian disinformation story after Hunter Biden's laptop data confirmed. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Debbie Dingle's spar on Capitol steps over acting like a Christian. Lori Smith, 303 creative website designer, seeks Supreme Court hearing on anti-discrimination law. Lauren Boebert leads latest impeachment drive against Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. The next headlines are from The Intercept. One bill in Texas legislature would ease extreme heat in Texas prisons, another makes it worse. Termination of scientists sparks concerns about possible China-related probe. How moderate Democrats derailed police reform. Nina Turner on her laws and future. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Saturday, September 25, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Bears vs. Browns, what to watch for. Rookie QB Justin Fields is key to Bears mirroring Browns' resurgence. 3 killed, CPD officer, 15-year-old among 10 wounded in Chicago gun violence Friday. 16-year-old among 3 wounded in unrelated shootings in back of the yards. Chicago police officer shot, 1 killed, 15-year-old wounded in South Shore, police. Woman killed in hit and run in Jefferson Park, police. Young U.S. team puts Europe in its biggest hole at Ryder Cup. Horoscope for Saturday, September 25, 2021. Palmer Domschk's 2 scores in OT lead Neuqua Valley past Naperville Central. How the Super 25 fared in Week 5. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Legislature needs to revisit laws, says CJI. Arjun Rampal's girlfriend's brother arrested by NCB. Manasa Varanasi visits SOS Children's Village, Hyderabad. Car designer Dilip Chabria's son held in cheating case. 7 new faces likely in Punjab cabinet, oath on Sunday. IPL live score, Shikhar Dhawan falls to Kartik Tyagi early. Live blog, DC vs RR, IPL 2021, Match 36. Afghan soil must not be used for terrorism, India, US. Raj Kundra must be tensed, he was looking depressed. You can now get free Windows 11 update, here's how. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Saturday, September 25, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Supreme Court asked to expedite ruling on Texas abortion ban. Texas COVID deaths surge as hospitalizations fall. Panthers grind Texans into dust in 24-9 win. Winnie's opens, Doghouse Energy Corridor soon, Bex Heights will close. Best of Houston 2021, Best Pizza. Things to do, the best things to eat and drink in Houston this weekend. Best of Houston 2021, Best French Restaurant. Review, Dear Evan Hansen. Best of Houston 2021, Best Deli. Dinosaur Jr., on new album Sweep It Into Space. The next headlines are about world records making news. Guinness World Records broken in Newport, South Wales Argus. So inspiring, differently abled man bags Guinness World Record for fastest 20 meters walking on hands, times now. Macho bagged the record, Little Russell Terrier is fastest dog to run bases at MLB Stadium, LA Daily News. Centerville attempts to break world record serving free pancakes, KCCI Des Moines. Macayo's in the Waikiki aims to achieve Guinness World Records with 25-foot-long chimichanga, Qatar.com. Hangzhou catering brand sets Guinness World Record, Digital Journal. Fall Guys achieves Guinness World Record for most downloaded PlayStation Plus game ever, Esports. Lagos receives Guinness World Record certificate for largest cupcakes mosaic, Pulse Nigeria. Australia extend world record ODI streak after no-ball drama in final over win against India, Stufco NZ. Monstrous 18th marrow grown in Wales smashes the world record, The Sun. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Delta wants airlines to share no-fly lists to keep crap passengers out of the skies. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom announces more casting, including Randall Park and India Moore. You told your apps to stop tracking you, but they didn't listen. You should probably stop using ExpressVPN. This week's toy news features visitors from several galaxies far, far away. Microsoft Edge comes to Xbox, letting you stream Stadia games. Here are the worst Halloween costumes of 2021. That grizzly bear killed by a mountain goat was innocent. Woman arrested with fake Moderna vaccine card reportedly bails on Zoom hearing. Cannot hear your Instagram stories, it's an iOS 15 bug. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Abadan in Iran at 114.26 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.7 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 101.56 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 74.2 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. He escaped the dark web's biggest bust, now he's back. As Florida punishes schools, study finds masks cut school COVID outbreaks 3.5x. Old coal plant is now mining Bitcoin for a utility company. The MacBook Pro will soon get a resolution bump, macOS beta suggests. 3 iOS 0 days revealed by researcher frustrated with Apple's bug bounty. Review, more remixed than adaptation, Foundation is top-notch storytelling. The Surface Duo's 2-year-old Android OS will be updated sometime this year. Bitcoin outlawed in China as country bans all cryptocurrency transactions. Windows 11 hits the Release Preview Insider channel as official release nears. NASA seeks a new ride for astronauts to the Artemis launch pad. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump's Georgia rally overshadowed by GOP infighting, backfiring Arizona audit and January 6 subpoenas. Bill Maher ridicules GOP for pushing Texas audit after Arizona's backfired. The crazy never stops. Marjorie Taylor Greene's chief of staff quits, only hours after her public meltdown on the Capitol steps. Matt Dow airs soccer videos to show how thoroughly GOP audits failed in Wisconsin, Michigan and Arizona. Trump likened to Satan ahead of Saturday rally, LT Gov warns he's harming Georgia Republicans. Rudy Giuliani is mystified as to why Fox News won't air him, they just say I'm banned. GOP Georgia official slams Mike Lindell's election conspiracies, he's on a different planet. Fox News calls Arizona for Joe Biden again, right as Trump sends out angry attack on fake news. Trump vows to financially strangle GOP foes, including all Republicans who backed his impeachment. Ivermectin believers have become radical eyes and now advocate inhaling food-grade hydrogen peroxide, reporter. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Biden's pledge to double U.S. climate aid doesn't go nearly far enough. Maybe we should be talking more about the Trump coup memo. Phony Arizona election audit reveals nothing about 2020 electoral votes. Biden is continuing a long tradition of mistreating Haitian migrants. Inside the private Facebook groups where anti-vaxxers plot to get religious exemptions. The next items are today's top search results for Bigfoot. Sasquatch burger in AZ, grilled cheese sandwiches as buns, ABC 15 Arizona. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Jennifer Glass, Chris Reinhardt join Salog colleagues in the search for signatures of life in the universe. Research Horizons Georgia technicians. Research News, Research Horizons Foundation is a very beautiful sci-fi screensaver, Vulture. Best animated space movies for kids, Space.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Semaphorin 7A, its role in the control of serotonergic circuits and functional recovery following spinal cord injury, DocWire News. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. A life that lasts 150 years is no longer just a madman's quest, The Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Saturday, September 25, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. UFOs and the boundaries of science. UFO eludes pursuing Florida cops 1976. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Saturday, September 25, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.